Justin, what's up, brother?
What's going on? Let me get this thing rolling. There we go.
There he is,
Nice.
the man, the myth, the legend. There he is.
Here we go.
Well,
Hey, man, I just want you to know I don't have a pen and paper handy. I know the things we're talking about. I am still in the middle of work
Okay.
stuff. It's just kind of the way I have to roll between these hours, man, that you're available. So hope you're understanding of that. And
For sure.
so if if it gets to be too much, you just let me know and we do whatever. But I think you said your wife did this. Is that correct?
Yeah, hospice.
So
Yeah.
so you have an understanding of kind of the demand. So, and the day's never just as simple as a schedule. So
No, brother, I completely understand.
yeah,
So
that beard's awesome though, man. Check you out. If I could grow half that beard, I'd be all right.
man, just throw a little bit of beard cream on there, you'll be fine, my man.
Yeah, I tell you what, if you guarantee I could grow half as good of a beard, I'll sign whatever paper you need me to sign, bro.
Let's go, man. This is easily done, my man. So how long have you been in hospice, man?
It'll be, let's see, 2 years October. This coming October will be 2 years. And that'll be right around the same time. It'll be about 3 years as a nurse or so, give or take 3.5 years, something like that. I lose track, man. Once COVID happened, I couldn't tell you what happened.
Yeah, 100%. So we got hospice, and then we also got online coaching. So where does online coaching fall in place?
So, I have buddies of mine who are some of them are out of state, some are out of city. So it just kind of falls into regular check-ins, man. I create different game plans for them, usually 8 to 10 week programs, and get them situated, do routine check-ins throughout the week, and progress pics, updates, formatting the workouts different to whatever they can handle or not handle. And then after 10 weeks we reassess and we go on from there. Hey, what's the next thing that we need to do? Where were we successful? Where were we not? How do we adjust? So it's kind of just a side passion right at the moment, basically do it for supplements. I don't, really charge a whole lot of folks at the moment.
Okay.
So I'm like, hey man, give me a case of protein or something like that, because that, just to be fair, because they're not going to be able to go. A lot of them, one, they don't have the knowledge of where to go. Two, they don't have the finances of where to go, so just try to help out a lot of my buddies.
Yeah, 100%. So what do you feel like online coaching will give to you as an individual outside of, impacting other people? Are we looking for more financial freedom, more time to travel, more flexibility? What are you looking for?
Yeah, all the above. I like the flexibility of it. I like helping and bettering people too. Like I said, a lot of this has to do with some of my personal journey. When COVID hit, I got real sick, man. I got up to like 300 pounds. And, since then I've lost 70 pounds and, I've gotten into the mid to lower teens of body fat percentage, and it's like seeing that, showing people, hey man, this is a doable thing. It's realistic. It's not something that you need shots for. It's not something, just a better life. And of course I do hospice, man. So I see the opposite end of the spectrum. It's like, hey, I see what not doing this does. I see where, I have examples A through F of what to not do, and
Right.
Here's things that we can implement and do that will help you prevent a lot of that long term.
Yeah, 100%. Now, would this be something that we're doing for secondary source of income? Eventually, are we trying to do this full time? What does that look like for you?
Yeah, it'd be secondary initially, I think. I would like to do full time, of course it would have to replace the salary, plus what I'm doing now. I mean, that's just honest. I got not a 4-year-old, I got a 6-year-old, he just turned 6, and a 2-month-old, and a wife who's at home, so them having to be taken care of obviously is priority. So however that falls timeline wise, I don't know, but I mean the goal would be she knows I love it, and I'd like to have my own little personal training center in our backyard, kind of have a little like one-on-one availability for gym
Yeah.
sessions, and would be perfect for online training, would be perfect for anything we're trying to do for the future. So that's kind of the goal.
I love that. So in order for that to take place, you down the road to become full time, what do we need to replace your current salary? What does that look like right now?
About, so to replace is close to 90.
Okay.
For me to replace and leave it, and it fluctuates. I get commissions now in the position I'm at. I think I'm on track for, that or more. It's like if I average 15 referrals, man, I make 122. It goes up, but that's never guaranteed. So, it'd have to be, honestly, 6 figures would have to be a number more so reasonable. So it'd have to be over 90 to 6
Yeah.
figures.
Let me give you some context behind that, because this can happen a lot sooner than what you think.
Okay.
Industry averages is on the very low end, 250 per client per month for services, up to 500. So let's just say you're feeling really qualified, you're confident. Let's just say you're charged on the upwards end of, on average, let's just say $400 per client. Okay. If you had 20 clients, there goes 8K a month, that's 96,000. If we get 25 clients, that gets you 10K. So 120K a year right there.
Right.
So think about that. 20 to 25 clients, you have the whole world to pull from. You've already got some people that already trust you, love you, want to work with you. So those are some of the first people we'd pull from right off the bat. Okay. So now that you know those averages, where would you like to see yourself making best case scenario? How big would you want to make this?
Oh man, I'd love to get over 150 to 200. I mean, that'd be, ideally to where I don't have to worry about doing anything else. That's something I could just do and be full in on that.
Yeah, 100. No, you're fine.
You're good. Go ahead.
Okay. Now, what does wife do? Does she work, or is she at home with the kiddos?
She's at home with the kids.
Okay.
We
cool.
lost it, but she was a dental assistant for a long time. Let me see if I can find a light back here. She was a dental assistant for a long time. And then we lost a baby. And she felt like that's all right. She felt like it was due to stress and her work. So, put her at the house. She does a few things via social media. She makes a little side, hustle on that. But outside of that, she's home.
So you're like pretty much the main provider of everything.
I'm the kit and caboodle, bud. That's it.
100%. So our goal is, we're not going to go for 150. We're going to go for 200K, man. We want to make sure that our finances are good to go no matter where we're at. Cool.
Right.
Now, what do you feel like is the biggest challenge to get this thing up and running the way that you want it?
I would say right now it would be time.
Okay.
So I'm training for an Ironman. I just did a half Ironman in May. Got a full Ironman in November. And so I just started back up the training program, and I got a 4-hour bike Saturday. So, I mean, that's, you see, the time constraints, 6 days a week, is different training. Newborn, 2-month-old, man, I had the baby last night, and then a wife who, has got her own, personal battles that she's dealing with at the moment after, having a baby and, having to handle things by herself at the house and with both boys. Just the challenges that come there. So time, I think time is our number one enemy, no matter where you're at, what you're doing. So that's it, more so than anything.
If we could dictate 10 to 20 hours per week in totality, you'd be in a very solid spot. Now, if you can do 30 to 45 minutes a day, we're in a good spot. We just have to kind of reconfigure how quickly we're going to get to that 10K plus, right? Is it doable?
Sure.
Absolutely. But we would just need to be more realistic with our expectations. Do you think you would have 30 to 45 minutes a day?
Oh yeah, easy. I can make that work.
What about the 10 to 20 hours? You do 10?
I could probably do 5 to 10,
Okay.
10 to 20 at the moment would be harder.
Yeah. So let's start off with 5. Okay. Get you in a very comfortable position, get all of our background system set up. And then as you start developing more time, we get more confident, we start acquiring more people, then, obviously we can take a little bit of a step back. I know your position's a little bit different with hospice liaisons. There's not like a set schedule. So it's not like you're there from 9 to 5. You make your money based off of a lot of it off of commission. Are you guys doing a lot of are you going to a lot of other facilities and going in and meet with clients and stuff like that?
I'm the number one liaison. I just had an evaluation today with my boss, and that's what the one thing they said, you're on number one. I have the largest referral system, so I have the largest hospital in the area on top of a secondary hospital. plus 3 facilities, 2 oncology groups, and a couple other, little smaller facilities. So I've got a lot of it.
That's a good problem to have, man. It's good to be in a trusted position like that.
It
Awesome,
is.
man. So outside of that, we know that time is going to be a little bit limited, and we know we can at least dictate close to about 5 to 10 initially. What have we tried to get this thing running? I know you mentioned with like helping out friends and things of that nature. Anything else that we've
Um,
tried?
not
Obviously, we're researching a little bit. You've booked a call with us. Anything else we've done?
not too much. One is just not having clear direction on where to go or what to do. The other one too is with my friends, I wanted to put feelers out there because I'm not certified. I was on my way to certification years ago, and I never did it and regret it, but not technically a certified thing. And so I wanted to put feelers out there to see what kind of influence I would have. The thing is a few times a month, though, I get several people asking me questions. So I don't think that would be as big of an issue as I'm making it in my own personal mind, just because I had a guy yesterday actually texted me and said, man, he said, I'm not gonna lie. I said, I get on social media just to see if you've worked out today, just to see. He's like, to see if you've, you know what I mean? Because he's like, I've been out of it for 2 months since the baby came. His baby came. We got baby same age. He's like, but he's like, you doing your Ironman training, you logging this stuff in front of us, he's like, it's got me motivated to get back into it. He said, I literally check out to see, like, did he do something today? So it's to help me find motivation to go. So I don't think it'd be as big of an issue as I think it would be.
No, we actually solved that problem for you, by the way. So we have an optional certification that's no additional charge. It's equal parts fitness, equal parts nutrition. That way it's a little bit more convenient for you. So again, it just be kind of going over intuitive eating, how to build a healthy plate, macros based upon specific goals. And then as far as program design, we have programming variables, things of that nature. We even offer different resources to help you with those programming variables, progressive overload, things of that nature as well. So the test itself is like 77 questions long. Got to get an 80% or better. Open book test. Take it as many times you like. Once you pass, you get an email sent to you. It's that simple. So it saves a lot of time. Cool.
Yeah.
Now, where would you like to see yourself in the next 4 to 6 months differently than where you currently see yourself?
And what dynamic?
Like whether personal, whether it be financial, like anything you can think of, how would you want to see life
Sure.
differently if you were to follow through with this?
There's a couple of things. Personally, I'd like to be down to, selfishly, I'd like to be down to 12%, 10 to 12% body fat. I think it speaks higher. I hate fat coaches. Like, it drives me nuts, you know what I mean? And not that they don't know what they're doing, but if they don't have the discipline to do the things that they're asking, I'll leave it alone. That's my little box. So personally, I'd like to be there. Obviously, I have my personal goals as far as my Ironman. My Ironman's in 6 months. I want to complete that. I want to beat my brother-in-law. We're both doing the race. My goal is to beat him for that in a better time than what he's ever done, one of his races. So that on a personal level, as far as personal goals and achievements, financially, we're building a house. I'd like to be debt free, as far as our appliances, our furniture go. I'd like to be going into it to where I'm just worrying about the house, nothing else. I'd like to have, I need a new car. I'd have a company car, just different things like that. So financially, to where I don't have to stress about it. I don't have to stress about going out to eat. I don't have to stress about, buying my wife something or her asking for a dress or, something nice. And I could just say, go ahead, whatever, buy 2 if you want. That's kind of where I want to be financially. Career wise, I've had a couple of offers to move into different roles or positions with different companies. I'd like to kind of see advancement there, or have something like this take off to where I can get to a point where I'm like, what, I'll just keep my nursing license just so I can have it and have fun. I do work when I want to, as far as that goes, but not have to.
100%.
I'd like to build my own little fitness shed in the back. I've got a dream shed of equipment, and I'd like to have that done in the next 6 to 12 months.
I love those goals.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So I'm gonna do a quick little recap. I'll make sure that I got everything correct and then we'll move forward. Cool.
Yes, sir.
All right. So we are a hospice liaison. We've been doing this for about 2 years, since October, 3 years as a full RN. Your main thing is you love helping impact other individuals. You've been helping friends now, doing 8 to 10 week programs for them. It's kind of like a side passion project right now, but you're kind of curious about how you can actually make this like a career wise, make it more monetary value. So we want financial stability, we want time, we want flexibility. We want to be able to pursue passions such as training for Ironman marathons. We want to train more. We just want to do more things with our family when I have a better balance. This was kind of stemmed from a personal journey where at one point in time you're up to over 300 pounds and then you lost 70 pounds. So this personal journey had a huge impact on you. And you kind of want to share it with other individuals. Our goal is to start off as this as a secondary source of income, but eventually grow this thing to where it can be a full time. We need to replace about 90K plus in order to make that happen. We're looking for about 200K a year as our overall goal. Biggest challenge right now is just timing, especially with the newborn. And then also, helping out with the wife, getting through some emotional struggles, things of that nature. What we tried is this is our first step really, and we're putting feelers out with friends and different clients, kind of feel like see who would really be interested and who wouldn't. What we need is clear direction on really where to go, a step-by-step game plan. The next 4 to 6 months on a physical note, we'd like to be down about 12%. Beat your brother-in-law in the competitions, beat his time. We're looking for a new car. We also want to be debt-free because we're building a house. We want to have less financial stress. We want to feel empowered to be able to do what we want when we want. We want to be able to do nursing when it's convenient for us, not because we have to. And then we also want to build onto this fitness shed and get all the things that we need to do our training. How'd I do?
It's great, man. Perfect.
All right, my man. Cool. So next, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to share my screen. We're going to go over high level what we have to offer. Then I'm going to actually show you how I'm going to get you past 10K a month. Cool?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let me know when you can see my screen.
It is there.
All right. Let me scroll back up here. All right. All right, Justin. So as you know, we're the Next Level Coaching Academy. We're actually accredited through the Better Business Bureau. We got a rating of an A out of a possible A+. We're backed by 3 of the largest certification companies in the world, ACE, NASM, and ISSA. Now, on the success ladder, we're going to have 2 tiers. We're going to have 10K Accelerator. We're going to have Mastery Level Coach. Now, 10K Accelerator is very ideal for an individual such as yourself who is truly passionate about health and fitness, but they want to make some noise on the online space. The information this course needs from 0 up to 10K per month, as well as help you get certified. Now, mastery levels when you're getting 10K per month on a consistent basis, but your focal point is to get to 100K per month and kind of step away from the coaching aspect, become more of a CEO. So right now, we're going to need to build our foundation. But I could see within the next 6 months being eligible for mastery level coach. Okay? Now, 10K Accelerator is really broken down into 4 phases. The first thing we want to do is get you clients right out the gate. We can't establish ourselves as an actual business without paying clients. Then we'll create a solid business foundation. We'll teach you how to generate leads organically to maximize our reach, and we'll help you do this through AI software. And then we'll develop sales and retention strategies to help you reach, sustain, and surpass 10K per month. Now, on the support side of things, it's pretty awesome. You're going to have an assigned one-on-one coach. That individual completed both 10K and mastery level, so they have a 6 or 7 figure business based off the course information. You have a customized game planning call with that individual to really review where you want to get to and what's the most efficient way to get there. Every 2 weeks, you'll have Zoom calls very similar to this. You get to revisit the game plan, make changes, receive feedback, get very specific instructions on what you need to execute. You'll also be introduced to a sales coach. Now, this is going to be massive for you. It's going to be an individual to help you teach that sales psychology, how to maximize your sales capabilities and lock down those sales calls at a 40% clip or greater. 5 times a week of group support calls that accommodate your current job schedule. This would go over client objection handling, client delivery, lead generation, marketing, mindset issues, even case studies. And then you'll also be eligible for 24/5 tech support with your coach. So outside of those game planning calls, you can text your coach as much as you'd like. They're contractually obligated to answer all of your questions. Now, becoming a fitness entrepreneur is exciting, but it's overwhelming at times. We've created what we call the Zenpreneur method. We help with weekly mindset calls, breath work, meditation sessions, even journaling, just to ensure you're in a good headspace no matter what point of business you're at. As far as the resources go, you'll have the 10K Accelerator curriculum. You'll have the Zenpreneur method we just got done discussing. We'll even give you agency outsourcing options when you're ready to make specific changes or enhancements to your program. And as mentioned earlier, we do offer an optional certification at no additional charge. Any questions on those?
No, sir.
All right. Now here's the secret sauce to get you from 0 to 10K. 4 phases. Phase 1, act first. What does that mean? We're going to launch our business. We're going to announce to the world who we are and what we're about, but we're going to implement very specific strategies to get your first couple clients. Okay. From there, we're going to set up all your back-end systems. We're going to make sure you're a full legal company, and we're going to figure out what problem you solve for individuals. Based upon that, we create your offer and pricing. So these first 2 phases will be done within the first month to month and a half. The remaining of the time will be in phase 3 and phase 4. So phase 3, developing consistency. We're going to teach you organic marketing strategies to expand your reach. We'll teach you how to generate leads with our community lead generation method, which we use WhatsApp group for. And we'll also teach you basic sales funnel creations to close down deals more efficiently. We solid?
Sorry.
You're good.
You're good. I'm listening, making sure.
Okay, I just want to make sure. I want to make sure I'm not getting you in trouble.
No, you're good.
Phase-
No, I'm waiting on meds so I can deliver them to a patient. You're good.
Okay. Phase 4 is going to be like the fine tuning everything. So we're going to maximize your sales capabilities. We're going to have consistent client delivery systems, but we're going to emphasize customer support and client retention to keep people happy for long periods of time, advance into higher levels of your program. Any questions on that?
No, sir.
All right. Now, what you came for, the actual course itself, 32 total modules. Each module has an overview link. It'll also be associated with videos. With the link in the videos are tutorial style, so you'll always know step by step exactly what to do at all points in times. Okay. First step to becoming a full-time coach, we had mentioned the specific strategies, so we'll give you those right out the gate. The resources we provide for you are pretty much already done for you. So again, it's just maximizes our time, makes it more efficient. The 10K Accelerator Directory, I want you to view this as onboarding material that'll help you become a better student, shows you how to maximize the program to its fullest capabilities. The roadmap is going to be broken down into 2 phases. What do we need to do to get from 0 to 5K? Then what do we need to do to get from 5 to 10? So very specific strategies and resources in there, so you'll always know what to do. Based upon your specific goals, so if our goal is to eventually hit 200K, we need to create daily morning and evening routines to accommodate that. And then fear of failure, imposter syndrome, anxiety, those are all natural, normal feelings, but how can we move forward with our business? We've also identified the top 10 struggles you'll face as a fitness entrepreneur, but we provided solutions to each and every one of these. Now, administrations and ChatGPT is where things get interesting. Have you heard of ChatGPT?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, like Google on steroids. Really quick way to make things more efficient. It's good for SOPs, creating workout programs, templates, content creation ideas, things of that nature. Backend systems will show you how to set up Wave or Stripe for payment, DocuSign for client agreement, Typeform and Calendly to book calls, and we even have applications such as TrueCoach or Trainerize. You can utilize all of your programming, all of your nutrition to make it more individualized and convenient for your clients. Financial systems, same thing here. We're going to show you how to set up your LLC, get your employment identification number, when to open up this bank account, how to track what's coming in and out of your business, how to pay quarterly taxes, how to pay yourself, examples of business write-offs, business liability insurance, health insurance. Now, the cool thing about this is if you were to file your LLC the traditional way, it takes 2 to 3 weeks. We're partnered with an AI company called Taylor Brand. It takes 2 to 3 minutes and all your business legalities are set up. So a fraction of the time. From there, we're going to set up target setting. We'll create your 3-year vision, your 1-year vision, your 3-month vision. We're going to deep dive into your very specific goals. And then we're going to figure out what problem you solve for individuals. Based upon that, we'll create our offer and pricing. So this is going to be a more do it for you, do it with you, or do it yourself program. The more that you do for individuals, the more that you offer, the higher the ticket offer, which will be established upon your length of terms. So we'll help with the overall structure of your pricing. From there, organic marketing, we're going to show you different ways to expand your reach, but we'll also show you how to be more effective with your time. We'll show you how to create do 1 hour of work and get 14 different pieces of content created out of that. So again, efficiency and consistency. And then we'll also show you how to set up podcasts and YouTube so we can expand our message, let people know who we are, what we're about. And then we'll show you how to market for all things Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok related. So it's more than just randomly posting, very specific resources and strategies in each one of these spots. We take this all the way down to the hashtag use as well, page aesthetics, everything. And we'll also show you how to maximize TikTok as well to gain more traction. From there, we'll go into content creation made easy. We're going to introduce you to Canva Basic, Canva Pro, and Microsoft Designer. Excellent editing features, really good for page aesthetics, good for branding, logo design, things of that nature. 10K lead generation framework. There's 3 different ways we do this. Earned media. I want you to think of this as like inbound marketing or people coming specifically to you. So first, we'll show you how to set up a WhatsApp group, who we're going to target, why it's important, and how it's going to benefit your business. And then we'll give you specific strategies to get people wanting to come specifically to you, such as cross-pollination, free resources. My favorite one is scholarship strategy. Gets a ton of people in the door right away. And then also call to actions. Now, the opposite of this is what we call conversation and calls. This is outbound marketing, or you reaching out to individuals first. So we'll give you specific scripts. We'll give you conversation and call examples. More importantly, we're going to show you where to find all these leads on all 3 platforms and how to build and nurture these relationships. And now that you have that WhatsApp set up, we have people kind of filtering in that are already talking with people you already serve. So that way they have a better idea of who you are and what you're about. Still good?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I just want to make sure I saw someone behind you. From there, we're going to move into sales overview and fundamentals. If you're going to be an entrepreneur, you have to be good at sales and you got to learn to love it. So this is something that you're probably already good at, especially with what you have to sell. So we're going to show you how to maximize your sales capabilities to set up 2 types of phone calls. The first is a meet and greet. It's like a screening call, 10 to 15 minute phone call to figure out if you really want to work with this individual. So we'll give you examples with our coaches, which leads us to our closing call. You're trying to lock down this lead. You're trying to turn them into a client. This is where a lot of objection handling takes place. We'll give you specific scripts. We'll give you an entire objection handling web, teach you how to create downsells and discounts. This will be huge for you, financing options for people who normally couldn't afford your program, and then again, how to lock down this lead once and for all. Once we lock them down, we then want to track everything. Okay. So we want to go back and we want to track how many calls were booked, how many showed, how many closed, at what length of term. So we give you resources for that. So we have predictable data every single month. Objection handling. This is going to be all the excuses someone gives you as to why they can't start. So the more we familiarize ourselves with these 30 different examples, the easier it is for you to overcome those obstacles during that closing call. Onboarding process, probably the most important aspect of coaching. A lot of people overlook this. Someone's first 30 days in your program. This will make or break if someone wants to continue. So everything that we promised them to get them as a client, we need to fulfill now. So making sure this is a special process, making sure they get a resource center within that first 24 to 48 hours while we're building out their program, and just setting standards and expectations. Client delivery is the fun stuff, week-to-week process and how you deliver services, but we teach you how to do it more efficiently, utilizing ChatGPT and AI software. And then this is what will happen to you no matter how good of a coach you are. Someone's going to ghost you. Someone's not going to listen. Someone's going to quit. It's inevitable. But usually there's a reason behind this. Some of them want more like a larger community. They want to feel like they're a part of something greater. Some want more individualized touch points with you. Some want challenges. Some want gifts. So we'll give you resources and strategies to get them to execute at a higher rate on a more consistent basis. And then lastly, we'll move into customer support. So this is where we kind of like the not so fun side of things. How do we deal with cancellations, refund requests, things of that nature? How do we track it? How do we mitigate it? And then how do we keep people for long periods of time, which is retention strategies? How can we keep them for long periods of time, advance them to higher levels of our program? We'll show you how to track it. Quick recap, and we'll answer all of your questions. Cool?
Yes, sir.
All right, my man. 4-month program. You have your customized game planning call. You're gonna have that one-on-one coach the entire duration. You'll have one-on-one coaching calls every 2 weeks. You'll have a private sales coach. You're gonna have the Facebook community and CEO trainings, 5 times a week of group support calls, 24/5 tech support, the optional certification, and the business course curriculum. Is there anything you feel like we missed here?
No, sir.
Cool. I know I just showed you a ton of stuff. How are we feeling though? Are we liking it? Are we loving it?
Yeah. Feel good. It reminds me a lot of a process that my sister-in-law does with her little business. So as far as, objection handling, it's hers is a lot of very similar things. It's a very good program to have.
Yeah. What part of this presentation did you feel like would enhance your coaching business the most that you saw?
I mean, I don't know if there's an aspect that wouldn't affect it. You know what I mean?
Cool.
It's more so that because there's so little I have on my plate now, it would just complete the whole plate, I think.
Yeah, the cool thing about this is, especially if we're talking about getting time back, if we structure this the right way and we stay consistent with it, eventually we'll have enough time to where we can actually focus on actually training more, doing the things that you actually like to do, taking the wife and the kiddos on vacation, and still making really good money, right? That'd be phenomenal. Cool. Any questions you got for me
No, sir.
so far?
No, sir.
All right. So next what I'm going to talk about is we'll go into the investment portion. What's this thing going to cost us? There'll be a payment plan. There'll be a paid in full option. Payment plan means we put down a down payment. We spread the rest out over 4 months. Paid in full just means we pay the whole thing up front. We save a significant amount of money. Now, no matter where you're at financially, We have extended payment plans. We have financing options. We got all that for you. So essentially I'm saying, if you feel like this is in like alignment with what you're looking for, I got something for you. Essentially, I can get you in the door. Cool.
Gotcha.
Did you get a chance to hear about the 3 times your investment guarantee?
I did not. I'll be honest with you. No, I wasn't able to. I clicked the link and looked at a few things, but I wasn't able to do all of it.
No problem. So this is going to be crucial because so a lot of companies will have, you have a money back guarantee. Everyone's got that. We have a 3 times your investment back, or you get 100% refund. So essentially you have to attend your game planning call, pretty standard. $10 of your one-on-one coaching calls, which is only 2 per month, 1 group support call each week, not spend longer than 2 weeks on your optional certification, run a scholarship program within the first 90 days, which is only going to get you a lot more people, charge at least the bare minimum suggested prices of $250 per month or greater, and no late payments. If you do all that, you show up and do the work, we're guaranteeing you will 3 times the amount that you invested in, or you get 100% refund back. Now, year to date, we've helped over 3,000 students. We've only had to return 1.6%. Does that give you additional confidence?
Yeah, I like the sound of it for sure.
Cool. Essentially, if you're confident within your own skill set and abilities to follow through with a regimented game plan, which sounds like you are if you're doing an Ironman competition, right? It's all about structure. It's all about being disciplined. So after seeing everything, do you feel like this checks off everything on your list?
It seems to, yeah.
Okay. Are you confident this will get you the results that you're looking for?
Yeah, I do. Of course, sorry, there's other things going on. Yeah, I think it's definitely feasible.
Okay, cool. Do you feel 100% confident in your own skill set and abilities to follow through with that 5 hours a week?
Yes.
Cool. Do we feel like this answered all the challenges that we presented, like where to go, how to start, the logistics of everything?
Yeah, I don't think that's an issue.
Cool. I love it. Do you feel like this is going to actually get your family to where you want to be? So more time with you, more time to spend with the wife and the kiddos.
Hopefully.
For sure, man. So do we feel like this is in 100% alignment?
I would say it's up there. It's close to. I never give a whole lot of things 100%. So that's just the nature of the beast, for just being honest.
Fair enough. All right. So let's talk about this investment portion. What's this thing going to cost us? Okay.
Yes.
It's only $100,000 in your left kidney. No, I'm playing, my man. I'm playing. So I skipped over some averages. I probably should have showed you that, but I can come back to that.
All good. You can get right to them.
There's a payment plan of $7,000 and there's a paid in full option of $6,200 that saves you $800. Now, out of those two, which do you think works best for you?
Payment plan.
Cool. That's what like the majority of individuals do. Now, how I'm going to show you what's next is I'll show you how you do it without any type of financing options. And if that's something
Hold on one
that
second.
we need, I'll go over that as well. Okay?
Yeah. Hold on 1 second.
Yep.
Hey, do you know how close you all are with those blister pack meds? Yeah, that's what I was waiting. Sorry. Make sure it's cool with Dave, but it's okay. Yes. Yeah, she said they faxed that over, Dave. So I don't know how long it takes for them, but just so you know, she did fax it. All right, sorry.
No, man, you're good.
Good.
Okay, so usually what the average will do if you're going to do a payment plan without any type of financing options, the average amount down is usually around $2,300. You divide that over 7 or subtract that over 7,000, takes it down to 4,700. You divide that over 4 months, your monthly payment would just be over 1,100 per month, which is equivalent to you needing 3 to 5 clients, pending what you're charging. Do you feel like that's realistic for you?
Not at the moment. I'm so sorry. I'm doing too well. I'm at my buddy's pharmacy waiting on the meds. So kind of finally got busy. So say the number 2,300 down and 1,000 a month. You said
It'd be about 1,100 per month is what it's equivalent to.
Yeah. Hey, hold on 1 second. Okay.
Yeah.
Work call.
Yep.
Hey, man. Hey, I'm gonna have to shoot you a text and set up another time to go over the pricing. I've got to handle
Okay.
a hospice order.
Sure, not a problem. I totally understand that.
All right. Thank you, brother.
All right,
Just
my
shoot me a
man.
text. I don't know. I can't hear you now for some reason.
Okay,